process been like for you so far?
Yeah, it's been really fun. Got to meet a lot of cool people. Met a lot of people who just eat, breathe, and sleep football. It's been probably the coolest part. And getting to stay here at Kentucky has been a cool experience as well. Working out with Coach Ed and Coach Hill, I feel like they've done a great job and getting me prepared and that sort of thing. And just going with the flow. I'm excited.
You've got a lot of good reviews, especially from those who played in the Senior Bowl and those practices leading up to it. What do you feel like is the feedback you've gotten? How do they like you? What's impressed them the most?
Yeah, I'd agree that the feedback's definitely been really good from that. For me, it's just a consistency thing. Being able to play that way all year and then go to the Senior Bowl and the Combine and just be the same guy. Not flashy, never have been, right? But just to be the same guy everywhere is really important to some of these guys.
What's your pro day going to be like tomorrow? I know you already did Combine. You still going to run everything back?
No, I probably won't do 40, won't do broad. I think I'm going to jump the vertical, maybe do the 5-10-5, and then just do position drills on bench.
Got you. Is there do you keep your, I know the Jag center retired, so are you trying to keep your eyes on different spots, or this might be a spot for me?
Yeah, I definitely take more notice of that sort of thing than I did last year for sure. But at the end of the day, I don't have a choice and can't decide and can't pick, so just open to anything. Well,
and I think especially at center, it's unique in that you do have more of a bond, I think, than any of the other offensive linemen with the quarterback. Have you played Tom Brady could be my quarterback? Have you gone through that game yet?
Yeah, definitely a little bit in my head, and just you definitely think a little more about getting beat. When Will Levis gets hit, I love Will, but he just shakes it off. You get Tom Brady hit, and consequences are a little different for sure.
NFL teams don't carry a lot of offensive linemen. How important is to have versatility, and do you feel like because you played guard and then played center that really helped you?
Yeah, I think it definitely helps being able to say I started in the SEC at both guard and center, and for a while I was backing up Logan Stenberg at left guard. So to be able to say I played all three in the SEC is something that I'm really proud of, and something I definitely harp on a little bit in these meetings for sure.
When teams are talking to you, what are some of the questions they're asking that initially have you you have to pause and think for a second, some of the things that they're asking that might be a little tough to answer?
Yeah, I'd say some of them are just they say, what's your best experience outside of football, or when they ask non-football questions, you get a little thrown off just because you assume it's going to be all about football. So I'd say the non-football questions are a little different.
What's the
that one of the lick tests? That one of the tests be part of that? What was some of the greatest questions they asked during the Wonder Lick?
During the Wonder Lick, yeah, so I was okay on the math questions, but there was some about proverbs and what proverbs sound the same, and I was like. So I think I did all right. I don't know my score, but I think I did okay. I'd like to know. I'd like to know for sure. So I'll figure it out.
What would kind of be your pitch to young players who want to come here, but how Kentucky develops you and to where you are now?
Yeah, I think my pitch would be, if you look at my old film, I was awful. I was a horrible player. Shout out to John Schlarman and Vince Merrill for bringing me on, and Coach Stoops, because I don't know if I would have done the same thing in their positions, but no, they've done such an incredible job, and Coach Ed and Coach Hill in the weight room have just completely turned it around for me and the way I approach the game, and both physically and mentally. So they have what it takes to make most players great players.
How much do you think that it helped you with the pro people that you played in more of a pro style offense last year with a coordinator with NFL experience?
Yeah, I'd say that's the best part about the offense last year for me. Is just you talk to guys like Stenberg and Landon, and they talk about how they were kind of they were a bit lost when they got up there, because they're talking about all these things they never heard of before. Having Liam Cohen and now Coach Gangarello, that NFL pro offense that they're running is going to pay dividends for any guys leaving from here, going to the next level, because all the terminology is going to be the same, all the plays are going to be the same. They're going to have done it all before, and that's it's priceless.
What's your impression of Coach Yenser? You got to talk to him?
Yeah, he seems like a really great dude. Talked to him quite a bit. Knows his stuff. A lot of good reviews from guys that I've talked to in the NFL that ask about him. They've all had good things to say about him. So I'm really excited to see what he does with this group.
Is he kind of, even though you're not playing for him, is he kind of a source for you to ask questions about because of his pro experience?
Yeah, absolutely. I've sat in meetings with him, and as he's talking to the guys and kind of just taking notes and look for some pointers in there. Talk to them one-on-one, and gotten some good insight from him for sure.
We've heard good reports about, Eli and his transition, similar to the one that you made.
Yeah.
Has he leaned on you at all for advice on?
That's the king of Nicholasville. He's got it all figured out. No, he's someone who's really, kind of put his head down the last couple of years and studied the game. And, I'd say I leaned on him in this previous offseason, before last year. Just the way he approached the weight room, it kind of inspired me to take the same approach. And so, I could thank him a little bit for where I'm at now. But he's definitely, looking for advice from older guys. And I know now with Drake in that GA spot, he's going to have him coached up real well. But Eli's going to be all right for sure.
Is it odd seeing Coach Drake out there?
No, he was Coach Drake before he left here. So
those shoes, that swag fits him well. The
absolutely.
windbreaker.
Yeah, he looks the part for sure.
What's it been like seeing Terry back around the building this week, just getting back in action?
Yeah, it's so much fun. Love Terry. When he left, it was, he had to do what was best for himself, but we definitely missed him around here. And Terry's such a great dude. He's just such a great guy that him hanging around, it just brings back old memories and nostalgia. And it's been really good to see him.
What do you think draft night or nights is going to be like for you?
I'll probably just be with my family. Maybe grandparents, girlfriend, that sort of thing. Nothing too special for me. Yeah.
Speaking of experiences, what was it like because you kind of went viral with the Joe Thomas thing, kind of take us through like that feeling and being able to meet him?
Yeah, that was so cool. That was probably the best part of the combine for me. That was the best experience. They pulled me aside and they were like, "Hey, like you like Joe Thomas, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, how do you guys? And I forgot I put it in my like little UK bio that Slacks made me do freshman year. She like makes everyone fill out this paper with all their things, and I completely forgot I put it down there. And they had found that, so it was just a really cool experience. And he was a great dude, and it was really awesome to meet him.
So did you buy the beers? He said beers were on him.
I didn't see him. I didn't see him.
Oh, okay.
Would have, but
Next time.
Yeah.
I remember one scout said that if there was a guy that he thought might not go to the third day, but will have a 10-year career in the NFL, it would be you. What do you think when you hear something like that?
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. That's a high praise, and kind of I feel like is the description of my experience here, and coming in with Drake and Landon, and them being 4- and 5-star guys, and early starters, and I was a guy who it took a little bit. I sat behind some really good players and waited for them to get through, and then when the opportunity came, I took it. And so if that's what it takes at the next level, then I'll be content with a 10-year career for sure.